I'm Breeden. Welcome to Doghouse Report, and we're once again joined by Monrovia AD Jon Regsashus. So to start off the season, obviously we had a couple slow weeks in the sports schedule, but now with the season kicking off, tell us what's to come.
Yeah, we've got some home events coming up here this week. Boys soccer has a home game tonight against Cascade. We're kind of in the middle of like Cascade week, where almost all of our teams take on Cascade. We've played them in football, we've played them in volleyball. We've got them this week in boys and girls soccer coming up. Girls soccer's kind of started the season on the road. They start at home next week. They've got home games Tuesdays. Next Tuesday is their home opener against Greencastle. They've got Beech Grove after that, and then our football home opener is this Friday night against Linton Stockton, who's the defending state runner-up in 2A. So, they'll be up here Friday night, and hopefully we'll pack the house and have a great crowd. Yeah,
and getting away from some team performances, are there any individual performances you'd like to highlight?
Yeah, last weekend the cross-country team opened up the season. They went down to, they call it the small school invite. It's down at Southwestern Shelby. A number of, smaller schools are in that meet. There's probably 30-some teams that go to that meet. Zoe Walls ran really well. She finished 8th. There's, over 100 runners that are in that race, so she ran really well there. Girls golf beat Beech Grove last week. Avery Wolf was the medalist, shot a 45 and was the leading golfer in that meet. So we've had a couple really good individual performances.
Yeah, definitely a good week last week. And tell us some of the new information about the new student athletic fees.
Yeah, so we've introduced this year a athletic participation fee, which ideally is not something that anybody would want to have to do. It became a necessity. It primarily covers transportation costs. Some things in school funding have changed from last year to this year. The state legislature changed some things in how schools can fund things. There used to be a separate transportation fund that schools would be able to pull money for all their transportation. So we're talking bus routes and field trips and extracurricular trips and athletics and things like that. That money's not in its own separate fund anymore. It's in what's called the school operations fund. So that money can be used for other things. And so it was decided back earlier at the end of last school year into the very beginning of the summer that those transportation costs that the athletic department incurs was going to have to be paid for by the athletic department. And so, we ran the numbers this summer. It's going to cost the high school athletic department approximately $22,000 to $25,000 to do that. It's going to cost the middle school athletic department about $8,000. And so, what we had to do was really kind of pass along those costs. It is a participation fee. It's not an athletic fee, or not a transportation fee directly. It primarily gets used for transportation costs. At the high school, it's $70. At the middle school, it's $40. Part of what you get at the high school for that is student athletes get an all sports pass that they can use to attend sporting events. They can go to games all year long for free because they have the pass. That normally costs $40. So our student athletes are being provided that at no cost, and hopefully that'll cover the transportation expenses that we'll incur over the year.
Yeah, and we definitely appreciate that going to the sports passes. But another quick question, sort of for the parents: does MHS allow people to pay with cash at the gate?
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely. There's options that they can buy passes. We introduced this year a family sports pass, so you can buy a family sports pass. Basically, it's the cost of 2 adult passes and 1 student pass. So if you have more than 1 child, you can basically get all the rest of your children into a game for free if you buy a sports pass. But you can buy tickets to any individual game. You can pay with cash. You can pay with credit card. We try to make it as easy as we can. If people want to come to an event and buy a ticket, we want to make it as easy as we can for them to do that. So they have options. There's basically 3 ways if you're looking at buying just an individual ticket. You can go online and you can pre-purchase a ticket online on our website, just like if you went to like Ticketmaster to go to a Pacers game or a Colts game or something like that. Or you can show up and you can pay in cash, or you can show up and pay with a credit card. Any of those are fine. Our tickets to events here are $7. That is $1 more expensive than it was last year. That's an agreement that is part of the Hoosier Legends Conference, which I think we talked about. That's the new athletic conference that we're in. That's an agreement that all the schools in our conference came to last year. So the price is the same, whether you're someone from Beech Grove who's coming to a game that's at Monrovia, or if you're someone from Monrovia that's going to a game at Tri-West, everybody pays the same amount.
Well, thanks, Coach. And we look forward to our show next Tuesday. I'm Breeden. Thanks for watching.